there, Agile adventurer. Just a quick question. What if, for the price of a fancy coffee or half a pizza, you could unlock over 700 hours of the best Agile content on the planet? That's audio, video, e-courses, books, presentations, all that you can think of. But you can also join live calls with world-class practitioners and hang out in a flame war-free and AI slop-clean Slack with the sharpest minds in the game. Oh, and yes, you get direct access to me, Vasco, your Scrum Master Toolbox podcast. No, this is not a drill. It's the Scrum Master Toolbox membership. And it's your unfair advantage in the Agile world. So if you want to know more, go check out scrummastertoolbox.org/membership. That's scrummastertoolbox.org/membership. And check out all the goodies we have for you. Do it now. But if you're not doing it now, let's listen to the podcast. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Team Tuesday. And this week, joining us is Mariano Gontchar. Hey, Mariano, welcome back.
Hello, how are you?
So, Mariano, on Tuesday, we talk about teams and how sometimes they become their own worst enemies. But before we dive into that, share with us, what's the book that most inspired you in your career as a Scrum Master?
Wow. It's different, right? I don't know. I read a lot of books in my life or papers, right? I don't know. About Agile methodology, different Scrum guide, and the project manager too. But there is one in particular to change the way I think. Turn the Ship Around by David Marquet. The story of this book is fascinating. I don't know if you know that, but it's about a U.S. Navy commander who takes command a nuclear submarine with a dismotivate crew. You know that about that? No.
Absolutely. We've had David on the show to talk about the book. And the book gets recommended. So I'm interested. What made that book so impactful for you, Mariano?
Well, because I understand that the markets shift from a leader-follower model to a leader model. That is the difference. I want to, like I talked to you in the first episode, the leader or the Scrum Master, they need to empathize with the team. In that reaction, you need to give the responsibility to the people. And in that book, they show that when he is a boss that a commander was give the orders, the crew that's not okay. And then when we started to be more responsibility to the crew, be a leader, right? The crew start to be I don't know what to say, but ground on yourself, right? And that is great for me. Obviously, I can recommend many other books. One of the most famous books about Scrum, The Art of Doing Twice and Working Half the Time by Jeff Sunderland. I don't know. I have a cliche with Sunderland. I like it. Many papers. I like a cliche with Sunderland. Sorry.
Okay, but coming back to the Turn the Ship Around book, you talk about the difference between the leader model, which is what Marquet introduces in the book, and the more traditional leader-follower model. Yeah. When you think about your role as a Scrum Master, what is one lesson that you took from the book that really helped you understand the power of the leader model?
Well, I remember a time during my my stay as a Scrum Master in my beginning in Telecom Group, where I have a very competent developer team, but they always expect me or the PO to give them the solution with that problem, right? Every time technical obstacle came up, they will come and ask that they should do. Ugly market mindset. I started to change my approach. Instead of giving them the answer, I ask a question like, what opinion do you have? What do you think is the best solution for that? Obviously, there is people in the team told me, I don't know. You tell me the need it, or do tell me how I resolve it. It's weird because I give you the power, and you don't need it, or you feel that you don't need it. That is weird for me. The people tell me that and say, really, I give you the opportunity to create, and you don't like it. Obviously, there is people that like it and don't like it, the power. But you continue to try to give them and say, it's like when you are a child and you are crawling around the years. Well, this is the same. Well, little by little, I saw how they transform. It's a time. You need
and
time.
it's also about patience, right? Like things don't happen immediately. All right, but Tuesday is also the story of a team, Mariano. Tell us that story, the story of a team that, through these little interactions or behaviors actually created a huge problem for themselves.
Okay, well, can I say an example, right? I found a team that was working, creating Series API. And the team made of very competent developers, right? But there was a fundamental problem holding them back, a lack of truth, right? The team.
So what was the problem? Sorry, can you repeat? What was the problem that was holding them back?
Lack of truth. The people have lack of truth. Lack of truth or trust.
Lack of trust. Lack of trust.
Lack of trust.
Now I understand.
Okay, no, sorry, in my English. They have this problem, lack of trust. The team has divided into clans. Yes, the back end and the front end. It's similar. In many teams that happen, clans in a team.
So what you're describing is that these clans didn't trust each other.
Yeah, obviously it's like that. Yes, they don't like it. I don't trust you between them. If you something happen in an API, front end say the problem is the backend, and the backend say the same.
Finger pointing, right?
Yeah.
So how did you help them? Like, okay, the problem is quite clear, right? Like once you start seeing it, you go like, okay, problem, this is not going to work. So how did you help them?
I feel it, but I can't show you because if I create a retrospective, we started to talk. Nobody say nothing. Don't say it's okay.
So they couldn't see the problem.
Yeah, exactly. And this is difficult because if you say you have a problem, it's not the way to be a great Scrum Master for me, for example. You need to facilitate the conversation, not create the conversation and say that is the problem, the solution is that. Yeah, you need to create an ambient or situation that the people understand what is the real problem. Then, I continue because the important self-destructive behavior led to an increase in lead time. We started with a lead time increase, right? The number of bugs increased. We started to get some signals, but nobody believe that there is a problem.
And also probably they said it's not my problem, it's their problem anyway, right? So
exactly.
Lead time grows, bugs grow, but it's not my problem, it's their problem.
Exactly.
The leak is in your side of the boat.
Exactly. Exactly. Or the problem is you don't understand our problem, or I don't know.
how did you help them see the problem?
It's simple, but it's complicated to understand in that time. Um, I create a retrospective, like another retrospective too, and I say, okay, don't put with this the problem in that sprint. Put with this your fear. With this your fear, or most important fear, anonymous, right, in a sticky note. Um, the things come up like fear of my code being criticized, or fear of asking for help because I be seen a less competent, right? They feel that not good, and say, obviously, it's we talk in this retrospective. Um, uh, who criticize your work, or who say that you are not competent because you don't understand anything, or something impunctual, and say all the people try to say PO. It's weird, but the PO have some technical knowledge and was completely involved in definition. That is the bad things, right? He say how to solve a need and evaluate the performance of the team members, because the PO, it's a PO, but feel like a boss, right? That is weird, but it's happening in the real life. That PO is feel like a boss.
So that
And
was the trigger of the fear, was the PO's attitude.
yeah.
So were you able to change something about it? Did they talk to the PO? Like, what happened next?
Well, first, empower the team, or try to say, okay with the PO, but first we need to talk about the team, because if there are two clans in the same team, it's not a responsibility to PO. It's the responsibility to the team, and say, okay, front end, back end, try to work together. Try to create. If you the problem is PO, create a specific situation that don't invite the PO. Try to do the daily. Don't get the PO every day, for example, or whatever. And yeah, obviously, I try to just to talk with the PO. Many POs understand. Oh, this PO it was particular because continues creating he's a leader, he is a boss, he have the all these people in her structure. It was difficult because I need to all the time working with the PO, trying to create a specific situation with the team. It was difficult. It was non-good situation with that experience, but it's happened. Not all that you think that you do finish good, or you can resolve all the problems.
And sometimes you just need to say, "Hey, sorry, but this PO can't work with this team, right? Yeah. Maybe they're good with another team, but not with this one."
Exactly.
And that's an important realization, because sometimes you just can't solve it.
Then I have to try to an experience that doesn't work, and it happened. Don't feel bad. Obviously, I feel bad in this time, obviously, because I can't resolve. It's my first or second job in Scrum Master. Say I am not good being a Scrum Master, maybe, but I understand that it's not the important thing. You try to do all the things that you feel yes, you try to feel better, the team, the PO, but maybe it don't happen. There is people that don't like the Agile, or maybe don't like it. Just
maybe they don't even like the PO role. I mean, that's also a possibility.
Yes,
absolutely.
But maybe don't want to understand.
Mariano, thank you very much for sharing that story with us.
Thank you.
All right, I hope you liked this episode. But before you hit next episode, here's the deal. This podcast is powered by people like you, the members who wanted more than just inspiration. They wanted real tools and real connection to people who are practicing Agile every day. We're talking access to over 700 hours of Agile Gold, CTO level strategy talks, summit keynotes, live workshops, e-courses, deep dive interviews, books, and if you're into no estimates, we got the pioneers of no estimates in those deep dive interviews as well. Agile business intelligence, creating product visions, coaching your product owner courses, you name it. You'll get invites to monthly live Q&As with Agile pioneers and practitioners, plus a private Slack community, which is free of all of that AI slop you see everywhere, and of course, without the flame wars. It's a community of practitioners that want to learn and thrive together. It's the best place to connect with community and learn together. So if this podcast has helped you before, imagine what you will get from this podcast membership. So head on over to scrummastertoolbox.org/membership and join the community that's shaping the future of Agile. And we have so much for you. So check out all the details at scrummastertoolbox.org/membership, because listening is great, it's important, but doing it together, that's next level. I'll see you in the community Slack. We really hope you liked our show. And if you did, why not rate this podcast on Stitcher or iTunes? Share this podcast and let other Scrum Masters know about this valuable resource for their work. Remember that sharing is caring.